76ers trail by 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 5th best, the Celtics.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
Here's Edgecombe. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. To stop the run, Philadelphia with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brown inside, working on George. With a 9-footer. And the play by Brown as he finishes it off for 2.
They're really working the paint now.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Tatum inside, George defending, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Philadelphia with another miss. Boston leading by 6. Outside, Brown to the left wing. Tatum from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
They lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game. Yeah, I like the way that Edgecombe plays. He looks for others first. A rare trait for a rookie.
Here's White following the score by Philadelphia. And here's Brown for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Got a hand on it. Now White. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland. Pass to Pritchard. Takes a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pritchard against Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Pritchard. Well, Grant, we could be in for a spooky game tonight as these two teams face off on Halloween.
I think I saw some costumes out in the crowd. And, you know, it does make this game feel extra special, B.A. It's always fun when you get to show off in a holiday game.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Boston with some changes. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta, and Garza's subbed in for Jason Tatum. That free throw's good from Maxey. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Vucevic. He did not look good in their loss to the Cavaliers the other night. Outside, Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Maxey with it, defended by Pritchard. Outside Oubre. Shoots over White. Philadelphia with another miss. Boston on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Pritchard against Drummond. Pritchard to pass to Vucevic. Back to Pritchard. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. Shireman comes in for White. That's good from Pritchard. And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. Oubre, a screen on Pritchard. And here's Maxey outside. Shireman grabs the board.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Pritchard from outside. Drummond grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Barlow. Now Maxey. Drummond, the screen on Pritchard. 5 on the clock. And it's Maxey missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Vucevic. No made baskets yet. Good work there as it goes.
Well, moving Vucevic inside's like trying to move a brick wall.
76ers trail by 9. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Maxey, plenty of space, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Vucevic. Pass to Walsh. Vucevic in the post. Drummond's there. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Pritchard. Another one falls for Boston.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Maxey against Pritchard. Maxey passes to Barlow. Off the mark there with a 3.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the basket by Shireman.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
76ers trail by 11. Oubre, a screen on Pritchard. And here's Maxey outside. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Watford's checked in for the Sixers. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Here's Barlow. No points yet. Clock at 6. Maxey passes to Barlow. Puts it up from 17. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Pritchard. 51 seconds left in the first quarter here. Tatum gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 14.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Watford. Pass to Maxey. To halt the run. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Only 2 of 8 to start this game. We'll see if that bucket gets him going.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. That free throw's good for Maxey.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Now here's Tatum. Last game with 30. This one for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Boston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Now here's Watford. Yet to see a basket. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Shireman in at the 2. Here's Maxey. Bona controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Boston leading by 9. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Back to you guys.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Pritchard gets it to go.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
There's no question, Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
Now here's Edwards. Drummond to screen on Tatum. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Back to Pritchard. Tipped. And here's Watford. No points so far. Drills it from deep.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Maxey against Pritchard. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Drummond. And the Celtics also making a change. Walsh is checked in for Shireman.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Boston in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Here's Edgecombe. Still without a bucket. Over Tatum. Tatum with some nice D.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Outside Pritchard. Outside Tatum. They get the rebound. Vucevic with it. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
Maxey with it, picked up by Tatum, and it's Bona missing.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
He drops it from range.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Edgecombe, following the three by Boston. Pass to Walsh. Back to Tatum. Over Edgecombe. And Boston again with the bucket. 76ers trail by 19. Maxey passes to Edwards. Pritchard against Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Here they come, Sixers TNT.
And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. Walker comes in for Watford. And it's Paul George in for Edwards. Boston also changing it up. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Walsh. And Derek White subbed in for Vucevic. And it's Tatum missing. The 76ers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
A solid finisher in close. Edgecombe's agility lets him find good angles.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 15.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
For three, Maxey. He buries it from three.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Into the lane. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Yeah, whenever Edgecombe sees a lane, he's gonna take advantage.
And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Pass to Edgecombe. Up top, Embiid. Puts the move on. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Now Pritchard. He's got 11. Outside Tatum. White for three. Kick out to Brown. Jacks up a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Maxey against Pritchard. Pass to Edgecombe. George outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Terry's checked in for the Sixers. And the Celtics also making a change. Cade checked in. It's Brown on the wing. George defending. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid.
Woo, that was big time. I mean, a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Now here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by George.
And just
Look out!
Wow! Oh, my goodness! Wow. B.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Boston leading by 7. Outside White. Here's Brown. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Walker passes to Embiid. Queta pulls it in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
It's tipped. George with a steal. Pass to Terry. Here's Edgecombe. 6 points for him. Walker, a screen on Pritchard. To the inside. And the jam by Walker.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Now here's White. He's got 5. Pass to Pritchard. Outside White. Here's Queta. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. The kick to Tatum. Off target with the 3.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Walker. The 3 from Edgecombe. Unable to get that one. Tatum with some nice D to the middle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, EA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
Hauser, he's checked in for Pritchard. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Here's Edgecombe. 6 points for him. Embiid misses. 1:56 left to play in the second quarter. Outside White. Outside Brown. From the high post. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Drops in the 3. Terry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. 76ers trail by 4. From down in the low post, it goes. Edgecombe's got 8.
Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Terry. Garza's checked in for Boston. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Outside, Brown.
Well, you know, there's no shortage of confidence in Brown. It leads to his attacking mindset.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
And both free throws good for Brown.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Now here's George. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
And here's Brown for three. The shot won't fall. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Jalen, a strong defensive effort thus far. What do you guys need to improve on in the second half?
To be honest, it could be a little better. We could all be a little better, especially me. Made a little bit of mistakes in the first half, so second half we got to clean it up.
He set the bar high. Guys?
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through two quarters.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive, not getting to the line. They're doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw disparity. That's a difference in the game. Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
A look here now at the 76ers. They're in a free fall, sliding down these rankings. But the good news is time is still on their side.
Yep, plenty of games left for them to turn things around. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Sixers trailing. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the three. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. For the lead, Embiid can't hit.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. They double-team Tatum. Up again. Hook loose. Shoots over George. Tatum. Good. Tatum's got 19 points.
Relentless on the offensive side. Tatum always looking for a bucket.
George scanning the floor. Oubre a screen on Tatum. Pass to Embiid. Maxey on the wing. That three's off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Tatum. Ooh, nice D from George.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Edgecombe. On the take. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Tatum with it, picked up by Embiid. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Fifth, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. Right wing.
Celtics foul. Neemias Queta. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Kicks it to George. Tatum with a steal.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
Now here's George. 9 points in the game. Philadelphia with another miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
76ers trail by 4. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. BA, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Boston with the ball. Following the score by Philadelphia. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Now here's Maxey, tightly guarded. White against Embiid. Shot clock at 5. And Embiid gets a double team. It's George on the wing. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. White against Maxey. Oh, deflected. To the wing on the left. Shoots over Brown. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Outside Maxey. For the tie. Driving in. Hauser grabs the board. Hauser's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. Walker comes in for Oubre.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
That ties it up. Maxey's got 18.
And a bit of a struggle for him so far in the quarter. Just 1-5 from the field.
Here's Tatum. The shot misses. Oh, nice D from Walker. Pass to George. The kick out to Maxey. For the lead. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Drummond's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Now here's Brown. Now here's Tatum. 21 points in the game. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
George outside. Pulls up. Buries the jump shot. He's got 11.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Pritchard's checked in for Hauser. Right side Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. There's the triple. Again and again. And the jam by Brown.
But when it comes to rebounding, one of Brown's old coaches once told him, you have to want it. Well, he wanted it right there.
Now here's George. He's got 11. The kick out to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Over Pritchard. Drummond. The second chance points on the tip in. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
Look, when you don't put a body on him, he makes things happen.
And here's Pritchard. He's got 11. Outside Tatum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Gets the 3 to fall. Maxey's got 21.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those. Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Here's Walker. After the basket by Boston. Outside Maxey. Uncovered. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 23 points in the game. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum a screen on Maxey. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Well, this is the kind of pressure Tatum puts on defenses. He forces them to compromise with the foul.
And he's good on the first of 3. And Boston with some changes. Vucevic comes in for Queta. And Garza subbed in for Derek White. That one's no good.
Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
And he nails the 3rd. Philadelphia leading by 3. Maxey with it. 23 points in the game. Now George. Pass to Walker. Lets it go from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Walker's got 5 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pritchard surviving the D. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Outside Maxey. Pass to Walker. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8 points now.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Barlow comes in for Walker. Watford's checked in for Paul George. And it's Edwards in for Tyrese Maxey. Boston also changing it up. Walsh comes in for Tatum. Shireman comes in for Jaylen Brown. Now here's Pritchard. 13 points in the game. Clock at 6. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Embiid. He has 6. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Pritchard. Embiid, a screen on Pritchard. Fires, top of the key, and all around the rim that time before dropping. And it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead. Boston has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Garza. Shot left block. It's good.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Philadelphia leading by 7. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Walsh.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Philadelphia's got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. 1:16 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Edgecombe. Shireman grabs the board. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Walsh. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. No good. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 35% in the third quarter. Now Vucevic. Embiid covers. Pass to Pritchard. There's a screen. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Watford the pass to Edwards. Embiid against Vucevic. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely. From 12 feet, the shot comes out. And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So the Celtics 5 right now. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Garza in at the 4 slot. Philadelphia leading by 7. Terry, the pass to Barlow. 3-pointer. The shot by Terry, no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Tatum can't hit.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Here's Edgecombe. He gets it in there. And the 76ers lead by 9.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Pritchard. Pass to Edgecombe. Shoots over Pritchard. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And here's Vucevic. Here's Walsh. No good on the triple. Here's Edgecombe. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Misses in close. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Out to the right wing. Here's Walsh. And it's all from 3-point range. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Terry. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Out to the right wing. Here's Garza. Boston again missing. The 76ers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Watford with a screen. Here's Edgecombe. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the 76ers lead by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Great pass by Vooch. One of the most skilled bigs of his generation.
George against Tatum. George in the post. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 11. Brown drives in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Paul George.
Aggressive move by Brown, forcing the defense to react.
The first one falls. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Now here's Watford. Offline with a 3. Lets it go from 14. And that's good for 2. Tatum's got 27.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
Here's George. Outside Edwards. Back to George. Shoots over Tatum. And another miss by Philadelphia. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Pritchard. Back to Tatum. And he converts the layup. Tatum's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Watford outside. Banked it in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Drummond. Now here's Watford, pounded by Tatum. George outside. Drummond finds George. Knocks down the step-back J. And now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
With how good PG-13's jumper is, that is an easy make.
Left side Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And you never want... to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Watford. Inside. Drummond to screen on Brown. Here's Edwards. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Boston again missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. The shot. Again, Philadelphia.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Terry comes in for Barlow. And it's Maxey in for Paul George. White, he's checked in for Boston. Vucevic's shot is off. The Sixers lead by 10. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. On the wing, Tatum. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. The 76ers have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Maxey with it, picked up by Tatum. Maxey against Tatum. And it's Maxey missing. Celtics trail by 10. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Count it.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Now here's Maxey. Let's go with a three. Rebound Boston. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. White, the pass to Vucevic. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Pass to Maxey. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 10 points here in the second half.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
And here's Tatum. Watford covering. Tatum with it. He's against Watford. Shot from 16. Yes, sir! That one's good!
And here in the fourth, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big-time buckets.
Pritchard against Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Pritchard. Maxey. And rebounded by Tatum.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Not that time. Philadelphia leading by 8. And here's Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Brown with the steal. White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's been in a big spot or two. Get it to NBA champ Derek White.
Here's Embiid. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And some changes here for the 76ers. George, he's checked in for Watford. Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Terry. Cadis checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Pritchard. Outside White. Ooh, the shot misses. Philadelphia's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Yes, it's good!
They're just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's a pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Oubre. Embiid. Strong finish by Embiid.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
Second team foul. At the line for one, Joel Embiid.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Yeah, one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Tatum against George. White outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum with a screen. Shoots a 3. Embiid there for the rebound. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now here's Embiid. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And that's in.
Tatum. The assist, Neemias Queta.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Embiid, a screen on Brown. Now Embiid. Ooh, it misses. So this one belongs to the 76ers. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, VJ Edgecombe.